All right, so as you can tell, I'm in an entirely new place. All moved in, and it's pretty exciting. I don't know if this is exactly going to be the new spot for recording, but we make do. And now that it's all done, things are getting set up real nice, and a lot of this has gotten me to reflect a little bit. And I think an important thing to remember is, with bodybuilding, you got to be disciplined with your diet. You got to be disciplined with your cardio, your working out, your sleep habits. You really got to be conditioned because what some people tend to forget is bodybuilding is added on to the stuff you got going on in life. I got work, you got school, and you got other responsibilities. I got to go down and do my laundry, gotta fix the car when I need to change the oil, or different things that pop up in your life. And that's where I think some people falter just a little bit, and I don't blame them. Life can get a little hectic sometimes, but something that I think it's important to remember is just to give it your best. I think the best ones, the people that succeed the most, plan the most and are more forward thinking. And it's something like, for example, something I'm thinking of doing is I think my calories are about where they're going to be until the end of the diet, until that final phase of getting rid of carbs, depleting myself, just same with the water. But ultimately, I think I might have a fixed diet where I eat the same thing, same time every single day. This before work, this before gym, this after gym, this before bed, just to make it easier. But, I also got to budget groceries. Groceries become, it's not just about, leanness. I got to factor in leanness, the calories, the protein, the quality of it, of course. But, it's also the price. Some of these guys, you see the videos where it's like, try this low calorie yogurt dessert. Everybody makes the yogurt dessert and it all tastes the same. I like Greek yogurt with protein powder. You mix it up, portion wise, you can make it into a kind of frosting almost. And while I enjoy that, I get the cheap stuff. I get the non-fat yogurt, but I get the cheap stuff from Aldi's. When I have a tub of protein powder now, I work my way through it and then I get another. I'm at that point. And I think that's an important thing to remember. If you want to get ahead in bodybuilding, you got to plan it out. And it's also, budget-wise, you got to really look and find the stuff that can help you the most. And you got to be really forward-thinking about it, And I think the ones that take the time to meticulously plan it out, I think they succeed the most. Not just because of, you got your calories, you got your timing just right, but if you're laid out, you're less stressed, you're able to sleep better, you just have it all together. Workouts are better because you're planning it better. I think once we get to the point where we can do that, I think we become the best versions of ourselves, not just in bodybuilding, but in life. So that's something I'm working on. But that aside, today's going to be chest day. We're going to be hitting some incline, cable presses, some little flies, other work that won't be seen. Hopefully I can record a few good sets for you. And, let's just get right into it. Hell yeah.
It's still crashed. It's like a church, but like built it.
So y'all just go there.
There's a lot of racist people.
Actually,
Like every camper there's racist, including me.
okay, then how?
I'm joking. I'm not that racist. Actually, I'm not at all. Because all races are racist.
What are you talking about?
Actually, except small names, because they're
Pirates. Pirates, what is game?
Is it no ancestor pirates?
Why is Game sweating so much? He's been on that for 2 months. Minutes, game.
All right. I mean, that was a really good chest day. I'm really happy with the workouts I'm getting in. You know, I'm really doing a good job of pushing myself as far as I can. And, you know, I got a few more recording sets in. I want to record a few more of my sets. I'm going to try and start doing that because, you know, just for myself, I don't want it to seem like I'm just doing one set. I'm not Mike Mentzer. You know, I have respect for Mike Mentzer, but that's not how I work out. But, you know, I had my rock and roll going, and as I reflect in the gym, something I was thinking about is, you know, the benefits I've gotten just from going to the gym, not just physically, but the mental benefits. You know, I feel like I've matured a lot more. You know, part of that's just getting older, but my diet has improved a lot. I've, you know, wanting to go to the gym and needing to go, right? I work it around obviously my work schedule. That's number one. Schoolwork and classes, you know, getting that done too. Planning my gym around it. Planning my meals around it. And, you know, just fitting everything in. And then especially the benefits I'm getting from this channel, you know. I got 6 subscribers, and you know what? I love all 6 of you. That is awesome. I've got 6 subscribers, and Coach is happy too. She's, you know, I don't know what she's doing on the floor over there, but she's wiggling around. But, you know, just making this is fun. You know, I'm getting better at talking to people, and I'm getting better at editing a little bit, just a little bit. You know, I'm not great at it, but I'm doing my best. But I'm also, I don't know what she's yelling about. Are you okay? Okay. But I'm getting better at time management. I think that's one of the main skills I've learned from this. I don't know what she's yelling about, but she needs the world to hear it, I guess. But the time management skills, the social skills I'm learning just from keeping this journal. And I think, hey, are you okay? Are you just telling me things? What? You're fine. You've got food and water. Okay. All right. I don't know what she's doing. But ultimately, with the gym and with this journal, I'm keeping myself responsible, you know, holding myself accountable. What are you doing? But I think part of this is, you know, even though there's only 6 of you, the fact that people watch this and the fact that I put this out there, it makes me motivated to, you know, go every day. You know, I already go to work, I already do my schoolwork, I already go to the gym, but this holds me accountable to not take a day off, to not cheat on my diet, you know. And I'm really thankful for that. I'm really thankful for the benefits the gym has given me, bodybuilding has given me, you know. Am I the best? No. Not by any stretch of the means. Am I getting better? Yes. I'm getting better in all areas, and I think that is one of the main things I'm grateful for, because what? Carmine. Okay. Stop yelling, you're okay. I don't know what's her problem. But ultimately, you know, if you look beyond it, I think the gym and bodybuilding just give benefits that you don't even think about. And the more you reflect, the more you realize how it just helps you in day-to-day life. And I feel like I'm becoming a more responsible, person. And it sounds weird, but I guess part of it comes with age, but I really am happy with the direction I'm going, So tomorrow's going to be back day. I'm really excited for that. Little ma'am, no, you're not allowed to touch the camera. All right, tomorrow's going to be back day, and it's going to be heavy duty. It's going to be hard. Coach has already got it planned out, and she's excited for that. Maybe that's what she's yelling about. But I hope you guys have a great rest of your day. Eat your protein. Have a good time at the gym. And I'll see you tomorrow. And Coach will see you tomorrow for back. Say bye.